FC. The goalkeeper is number 1, Nate Steinwasher. Captain of Detroit City FC is defender number 5, Steve Carroll. Defender number 2, Reese Williams. Defender number 15, Matt Lewis. Defender number 30, Evan Amu Benson. Defender number 91, Romeo Fisher. Midfielder number 21, Maxi Rodriguez. Midfielder number 24, Dominic Gasso. Forward number 7, Skage Simonson. Forward number 9, Ben Morris. And forward number 11, Connor Ross. Assistant coaches are Ryan Eads and Eric Wheeler. And coach for Detroit is Trevor James. And now here's the Red Crib starting lineup for your FC Tulsa. The goalkeeper is number 24, Michael Nelson. Defender number 3, Justin Boo. Defender number 4, Rue G. Defender number 5, Tommy McKay. Defender number 12, Rashid Tennant. The captain of your FC Tulsa is midfielder number 48, Eric Bird. Midfielder number 6, Wayne Perry. Midfielder number 8, Colin Hernandez. Midfielder number 10, Philip Goodrow. Forward number 20, Michael Yosef. And forward number 77, Moses Dyer. Assistant coaches are Richie Ryan, Matt Watson, and Donovan Ricketts. And the head coach of FC Tulsa is Blair Gaffney.
FC Tulsa coming off the back of 3 straight defeats as they entertain a much improved Detroit City FC side tonight, who've only lost once in their last 6. Good evening everyone, welcome into One Oak Field. My name is Dave Saunders, joined by my broadcast partner, former professional Anna Beffert. And Anna, straight off the bat to you, is this a must-win game for FC Tulsa tonight?
It's hard to say at this point of the season that it's a must-win game, but it starts to feel that way a little bit if you're FC Tulsa. Only 2 wins so far in the season, but they have a lot left to play for. If they can take care of business, 3 points at home, their playoff hopes are still very much alive. Just important for them to get results.
Now, back in May, these two played out a 1-1 draw, and it was a very, very tough game.
And it was a great game, largely due to the performance between the 2 goalkeepers. And we'll start with Nate Steinwasher. FC Tulsa hoping to make the most of its scoring chances against Detroit City FC the second time. Steinwasher was a big reason that this game ended 1-1. FC Tulsa had multiple opportunities, but continued to get denied by Steinwasher.
They certainly did. And Nate Steinwasher, with his other goalkeeper at the other end, FC Tulsa's Michael Nelson.
Yeah, Michael Nelson's also had an outstanding season so far. His total save count up to 46, tied with Steinwasher, those two 4th in the USL Championship. And Dave, Nelson's kept FC Tulsa in these tight games, so really important for him to have another great performance and give FC Tulsa a chance to win the game this evening.
FC Tulsa have never lost to Detroit City FC. Will that trend continue? We'll find out. We'll unpack it all with first half lineups and your first half call right after this break. It's FC Tulsa versus Detroit City FC.
As the world demands reliable,
low cost, low carbon energy,
Williams will be there.
with the best transport,
storage and delivery solutions.
We make clean energy happen.
By being the best-in-class operator
of the critical infrastructure
that supports a clean energy future.
Williams, we make clean energy happen.
Run like a startup.
I think it's a remote mecca that's in the ground stages.
The city is genuinely welcoming of new people and new ideas.
If you're a full-time remote worker looking for something new, check out Tulsa's thriving community of more than 2,000 remote workers. Visit TulsaRemote.com to learn more about how you could receive $10,000 to move to Tulsa and apply now.
Today's match is brought to you by Bank of Oklahoma. We go above so you can go beyond. By Williams, we make clean energy happen. By Panera, the familiar made fantastic. And by Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in again to One Oak Field as we take a look at our home starting 11, FC Tulsa's starting 11, brought to you by Rib Crib with Annabeth.
Dave, quality 11 this evening. Eric Bird slots out to the right. Tete back from injury, so FC Tulsa happy to have him back on the pitch. We'll take a look at Tommy McCabe. He transferred from Detroit earlier this season, joining FC Tulsa, as you see there on June 6th. 3 appearances so far for FC Tulsa, but Dave, he's won the USL Championship title before. He knows what it takes to get there. Key component for FC Tulsa tonight as they look to get back in the win column.
Yeah, Rashid Tete, the number 12, will be anchoring the defence. Welcome back to him from injury. Let's have a look now at your Rib Crib away 11. Detroit City FC, as I said in the introduction, have never beaten FC Tulsa. And they have a very experienced coach in Trevor James. And there is their starting 11, and let's highlight him again. Anna, the goalkeeper, Nate Steinwasser.
Yeah, obvious one. A lot to talk about. He's had a really good season so far. We highlighted him earlier. 44 saves, tied 4th in the USL Championship. As you see there, 5 clean sheets. So he's been a key part of this defense for Detroit City FC. But for them, it's more about scoring goals, trying to get things going offensively. They've played well in these last few games, but they're going to definitely look to try to get 3 points here away at FC Tulsa.
It is a beautiful evening as you join us here. Thank you for your company here on News on 6 and also ESPN Plus. There is Nate Steinwasser. We've just been talking about him, the goalkeeper there. Joint 4th in the standings with FC Tulsa's goalkeeper Michael Nelson. And as you can see, Detroit will be playing in green shorts, white socks and white shirts. And FC Tulsa will have to be at their best tonight to beat Steinwasser. There's Moses Dyer, who'll be up front tonight in the 2 with Philip Goodrum, and they will be playing in that all-black kit with the patina green numbers, and it will be FC Tulsa to get us underway here at One Oak Field, playing from left to right on your screens. Detroit City FC going from right to left. Throwing up the left-hand side. McCabe there with an early challenge. Here's Tete just shepherding that ball back to the aforementioned Michael Nelson, the 6'3" lad, 28-year-old from Katy, Texas. And Tete will lay the ball back to him here. Here's Rucci. FC Tulsa playing with a back 3. That's our Detroit City FC. Slight slip there. keepers out, and that will be a throw-in to the home side. Milo Yosef with the throw. He's more accustomed to playing on the right, but tonight he's playing on the left in Blair Gavin's 3-1-4-2 formation. Nelson clearing that ball up towards halfway, towards the left-hand side. So both teams, Annabeth, alongside me, going with a back three, which we've seen quite a lot of this season.
Yeah, we have. And FC Tulsa still shifting things around a bit. You mentioned Yosef going over to that left side and Tete back in the lineup. So really important for them to find a good rhythm, especially with a team like Detroit City FC. They're sound defensively. They're really scrappy, strong, physical team, and they tend to play direct and over the top, as you can see there. Great ball, breaking ball, switching the point of attack. So FC Tulsa, really important for them to take care of the ball, keep possession, and try to get things going offensively and take advantage of those chances in front of goal.
Here's Matt Lewis, who's back from injury. Long ball forward, over the top, going all the way through to the man all in red tonight, Michael Nelson. As we mentioned, Nelson with 46 saves this season, tied with his opposing goalkeeper tonight, Nate Steinwasser, in the standings of the USL goalkeepers. Here's Rucci, the Spaniard, wearing 4, getting it forward. Good turn here from Colin Fernandez, and then just a wayward ball as he tried to bring Eric Bird in. And Eric Bird, wearing 48, playing on the right. He's one of those utility players. He can play, doesn't he, at the back. He played some of the season at right back. He's played the central midfield. Today, he'll be pushing up on that wing-back position on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's really important for him too, just his leadership on the field. He's a veteran with FC Tulsa. The players look up to him. Him slotting out to that right position, a little out of the ordinary for him, but he has 2 goals on the season. His ability to get forward as well, so maybe just mix things up for FC Tulsa. We know he's really good defensively at breaking up play and reading play, so it'll be interesting to see how he does on the wing.
Lewis sliding the ball across here to Stephen Carroll. Carroll with a long ball to the near side to the number 2, Rhys Williams. He goes down. He felt he was pushed. Nothing from the referee, who tonight is Olvin Oliva, assisted by Jackson Krauser and Zach Gader, and the 4th official is Brandon Query. Rhys Williams felt he was fouled in his 14th start tonight in this game, sponsored by Williams. FC Tulsa looking to break that unwanted streak of 3 defeats in their last 3 games. The last game was at Memphis in a 4-0 defeat. Before that, home here at One Oak Field in the 3-0 defeat, having gone to Loudon and lost 3-1. So 10 goals conceded in the last 3 games. Here's Simonson battling away. Colin Fernandez wins it. McCabe, good layoff here to Dyer. Dyer's first touch, couldn't get control of the football. Ball played down the right-hand side for O'Neill Fisher, but away by Tete. There is Blair Gavin, the head coach at FC Tulsa in his first season here. Simonson will win a corner for his team. Our first case and associate corner of the game. Important here, and that FC Tulsa organise themselves in and around that 6-yard box.
It is. Obviously need to stay disciplined defensively. You don't want to give up an early goal, then you start chasing the game. Nelson, important for him to come out strong, punch this one away, and not concede early on here.
Maxi Rodriguez it is then, with his right foot, swings it out towards the penalty spot. It's a flicked header, headed back in, away by Blaine Ferry, back to Rodriguez, low ball into the box, and it went through the legs of Connor Rutz there. And then there's a shot, a slice shot, which will not trouble Michael Nelson. But just for a moment, Connor Rutz there had the ball on the 6-yard line, just went through his legs, as we'll see on the replay here, Anna.
Yeah, great ball in, down low with pace. FC Tulsa fortunate that Rutz was not able to control that. It slipped through a few players and he found himself alone there, but ball goes ahead and rolls on through.
5.5 minutes gone here on this very warm night at One Oak Field. 0-0 the score. Thank you for joining us here on News on 6. We welcome you all on this Friday night glad to have your company. And also for those of you maybe further afield watching this one on ESPN Plus, glad to have your company here to downtown Tulsa, the home of FC Tulsa against Detroit City FC. Lewis, wearing 15, clipping the ball forward, looking for Simonson, who tries to flick it on, but in the way is Justin Malou. Still no touch for Philip Goodrum. He gets the ball here, but he'll probably want someone else to take that throw in. Goodrum, of course, the marquee signing, signed from Memphis 901 with Rodrigo da Costa going the other way. Here is Goodrum, scored on his debut in the famous 2-1 win at Lou City. Milo Yosef, ball into the box, is headed away by Lewis. Still they keep possession. Colin Fernandez, Blaine Ferry. McCabe joins in, the former Detroit City man this season, played against FC Tulsa in that 1-1 draw. Amin Mensah steps in. Sliding challenge from Ferry, who thought he'd won the ball, but the referee thought otherwise, and it is a free kick. Blaine Ferry, a very competitive midfield player. Just see on the replay here, Anna, why the referee gives the free kick.
Yeah, Ferry gets a lot of the ball, but referee in a good position. It's coming in from behind, I believe. Bit dangerous position, but you could see the argument for both sides, but referee in a good position to make that call.
Devon Amin Mensah has picked himself up. He's playing as one of the back three. He's okay. Free kick then just inside the centre circle for the number 5 Stephen Carroll, 29-year-old Republic of Ireland man. And now Amin Mensah has fouled Blaine Ferry. There's Connor Rutz, who didn't really see the ball come to him. It went through his legs a little bit. Chase is Philip Goodrum, goes back to Nate Steinwasher, who clears. It's a header in the midfield to Reece Williams, picked up by Tete. Rucci will go back to Michael Nelson. I know we've highlighted it already, Anna, just to say again, two fantastic goalkeepers on show tonight here at One Oak Field.
Yeah, definitely, and Detroit City FC haven't given up many goals this season. They've been really tough to break down defensively. So their goal tonight really is to just get things going offensively. Both of these teams sitting around the bottom of the table, just outside of the playoff position, but very close. One win can completely change the landscape of the bottom of that table. Both teams well within their way for the playoffs.
Now here's the ball through to Eric Bird. Chance here for FC Tulsa. Bird pulls it across the box. In goes Goodrum. Fantastic tackle, which has left an injury, and in fact the referee's gone with a free kick. Goodrum's got a smile on his face. Defender did really well. Eric Bird played a decent ball back to the penalty spot. And we'll see here with Anna Beffa.
It's a really great pass and vision to find Eric Bird in that run. Unfortunately not able to get that first touch going towards the goal, so he has to find a way back across the face of goal, hoping Goodrum will get there in time. But a collision inside the box, referee deems that a foul on Goodrum, and Detroit City FC will be back the other way. But a promising play from FC Tulsa in the offensive third. Yeah,
Matthew Lewis, the man it was who made the brave clearance. He's okay. Free kick then for Steinwasher. Gavin acting as ball boy there. 10 minutes gone here. 0-0 the score. Neat play from Fernandez. Now Eric Bird's in here, might have a shot himself here. Bird with a shot, and he's put it wide. And was there a tackle from Amin Mensah? No, but he did enough to put Eric Bird off, and that one will be a goal kick. Eric Bird, who has found the net on 2 occasions this season. That one he just sliced, but He's got in twice now in behind the defence out.
It is. He's done a really great job creating space, but talk about Milo Yosef. Look at the combination play here, the skill to get out of that pressure, and then the vision to find that switch ball. He's done that twice now, back to back. So FC Tulsa looking to exploit that space on the far side, but just haven't been able to execute just yet. But Eric Bird finding some space.
Good interchange in the midfield there. Here's Moses Dyer going through. Gudrun's in here, one-on-one with the keeper. Philip Gudrun, great save, Steinwasser. And that is what we say about this goalkeeper. It is going to take something special to beat him. And Gudrun is a quality striker, and he could not beat Steinwasser there.
Yeah, that was a great breakaway. You definitely want a player like Gudrun in a 1v1 position there, but Steinwasser did exactly what you'd want your goalkeeper to do. Came out quickly, made the decision, didn't wait, made himself big. Gudrun gets a lucky touch there, but just not able to slot it past Steinwasser. And FC Tulsa, again, another great opportunity, but just not able to find the back of the net.
I'm sure Trevor James, the coach for Detroit City FC, will want the back three to be a little bit tighter and not see the ball as easily played in behind his back three. It's happened 3 times in this game. Simonson tries a 1-2. Here is Simonson. Tackle coming in from Malou, and then Moses Dyer felt he was brought down. Referee telling him to get on with it. Fisher will go back to Lewis. Now on the near side, Devon Amumensa. And Lewis, the 26-year-old. From injury, Rucci in there with the tackle. Here's Carroll. Stephen Carroll also played Gaelic football when he was a youngster, and then chose the game of soccer over Gaelic football back in Ireland. Joined Detroit City FC in 2017 when they were in the NPSL. He re-signed for the current team on January the 10th. 2022, at the heart of the defence, great leader in the team. FC Tulsa have a throw-in, which will be taken by Eric Bird. As we said, there is Simonson. There's a bit of an SMU connection. Simonson played for the Mustangs in 2020 to 2021, as did Michael Nelson from 2013 to 2017. Of course, in the Dallas area. Tete steps in with a good challenge there. Amumensa gets tangled up. Now Gudrun's here, but he's on his own. He's got absolutely no one with him. He's got to go himself, Gudrun. He nutmegs one defender. Amumensa's there, and in the end, he's tackled, but he had absolutely no one with him, Annabeth, because he stole the ball on the halfway line.
Yeah, really important for FC Tulsa in transition there. Have to get numbers up to support. Gudrun finds himself isolated. Good defense play from Detroit City FC to recover there. Amumensa did a great job 1v1.
As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. We're in the 15th minute here at One Oak Field, 0-0. Although this man with the ball at his feet now has had to make one-on-one save with FC Tulsa's Philip Gudrun. Ball flicked on by Simonson. Rutz is the willing chaser. Rucci's back there, saves the ball from going out for a corner. It's going to be a throw-in, which Rutz will take quickly. Back here to O'Neill Fisher, the 31-year-old Jamaican. Ball switches to Devon Amumensa. There's a touch there for Dominic Gasso. He's not seen a lot of the ball, the number 24. 19-year-old academy player. Ball into the box. Only as far as Reese Williams. It chips the ball towards the far post. And there is the big 6'3" frame of Michael Nelson to safely gather that one in his gloves. And we say again, the goalkeepers on display tonight, just absolutely magnificent in what they do.
It was Eric Bird not able to get that one fully out. That looked like it might have been curling around the back post, but Nelson made that look easy, bringing that in for FC Tulsa.
It's the things with goalkeepers, isn't it? You know, sometimes you see a spectacular save where they tip the ball over the bar, but a lot of it is just what I call the bread and butter, isn't it? It's just catching balls like that and making it look so simple. Here's Rutz with a shot, and again, an easy save, but gathers it in well, doing all the mundane stuff really well, is Michael Nelson.
Right, it's those routine saves, and Michael Nelson, I mean, we keep harping on it, but it's so important. FC Tulsa has a number of ties this season, and largely due to Nelson. He's kept them in these tight games, giving them an opportunity to win, and that's kind of the difference maker right now for FC Tulsa from a good season to a great season. They haven't been able to really finish out those games, find that next goal. They put up a lot of really good fights, stayed in every game that they played in, but just important, the margin of error very thin. Nelson helping them stay in these games, but they have to execute offensively.
Here's Reese Williams, his ball into the box is a good one, and somehow it's been put wide. Rucci's down. There's an attacker down, it's Simonson, who really, Anna, on another day, would have put that one away.
Dave, that's a goal Simonson has to bury. In behind the defense, the ball whipped in across, so tough technique to bring that in, but really just have to redirect that ball into goal. He had some pressure applied behind him from Rucci. We'll get another look at it here. Not a ton of contact there, but enough to just nudge Simonson off balance. And FC Tulsa fortunate there not to concede a goal.
He has had 2 goals this season, scored the only goal in the 1-0 win over San Antonio. There's Blair Gavin, who will be pleased with the attacking play, but will also be mindful that Detroit have been able to get the ball in behind the back three of FC Tulsa as well. 0-0 it remains, 18th minute here at One Oak Field. FC Tulsa have won once here at One Oak Field. That one against Loudon, 3-0 back on Saturday, March the 25th. They have had 3 draws against Pittsburgh, El Paso and San Antonio, but also 3 defeats here at One Oak Field. Now Blaine Ferry and Milo Joseph are over this one. Blaine Ferry chips the ball into the box, and it's over the top of Gudrun, and it will go away for a goal kick. There's Blaine Ferry, the 22-year-old, signed this season. He got one of those 3 goals against Loudon. Also thrown in an assist, signed from North Texas Soccer Club. He's had 8 shots this season. He was in the team of the week of week 3 after that 3-0 win that I was just telling you about. Thanks for your company here on News on 6 and also ESPN Plus. We're glad to have you with us here for FC Tulsa's home USL Championship game against Detroit City FC, where we've seen an interest in this game because of Dario Suarez, Anabefa, who's on the bench for Detroit, of course traded with Brett Levis, is also on the bench. They started this season with FC Tulsa, and Tommy McCabe coming back the other way. So some toing and froing between these 2 good rivals.
Right, and both of those players, Levis and Suarez, will be itching to get some playing time against their former club. But Dario Suarez with an outstanding career at FC Tulsa, atop a lot of the statistical categories for them.
There's Trevor James, man from Norwich in England. I had the privilege of meeting him before kickoff. A thoroughly professional man, loves the game of football. Still has his Norfolk twang, but loves the Detroit City FC club, his club. He's been in the game a long time. Nelson clears. Joseph goes to ground, but there was no foul, says Mr. Oliva, the referee. There might be some attention needed here to Milo Joseph. Joseph, who did score the equaliser against Miami in the opener in Miami, and also the second goal in the 3-0 Loudoun home win that I was just talking about. Just see what happens here. I think he just inadvertently got caught there on the right foot of O'Neill Fisher. And it's going to be a throw-in to FC Tulsa. Josef himself will take it. Moses Dyer was blocked off, and a free kick. Alabefa, a real chance here for FC Tulsa to get players into the box. A good position to have a free kick.
Definitely, this is a dangerous area for FC Tulsa. They had an opportunity just a couple minutes ago, and that one went up and over, not giving FC Tulsa really a chance, but Dyer does well there, gets the first touch on it, takes the contact, and earns FC Tulsa a free kick, as you can feel the fans, Dave, trying to will this one into the back of the net.
Free kick then, as we said again, Blaine Ferry and Milo Josef over it. This one could be the outswinger from Blaine Ferry's left foot, or the in-swinger. It looks like he goes towards goal. Steinwash has to punch it away, and FC Tulsa will have their first Case and Associate corner, and Steinwasher again not going to be beaten on his near post.
Josef with a great strike. Detroit City FC anticipating that ball to go to the back post and get floated in, but goalkeeper Steinwasher was ready, outstretched to that near post to punch it away. But FC Tulsa again with another corner kick opportunity here to keep the ball on their offensive end.
Tommy McKay in there with his former teammates. FC Tulsa's first corner to the back post, and they rather got in each other's way, did Dyer and Bird, and that Case and Associates corner comes to nothing for FC Tulsa, and it'll be a throw-in deep in their own territory here for Le Rouge. Welcome into all Detroit City FC fans tonight, hoping to continue your great form. As I said in the open, just that 1-0 defeat to Orange County, who played FC Tulsa here and beat them 3-0. But Tony, with that one defeat in the last 6 games. So good wins for Detroit City against San Antonio and Birmingham Legion at home, both 1-0. The only win away was back on the 18th of March at El Paso in a fine 3-1 win. FC Tulsa as well have only won once on the road, that with the 2-1 win on Philip Gudrun's debut game at Lou City. Never an easy place to go. Thrown to FC Tulsa right on halfway. 24th minute here. 0-0 the score. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you on this Friday night. It's been, as everybody knows here in Tulsa, a very, very warm week. Certainly it was triple figures yesterday, and we think in the early 90s, Anna, for kickoff here tonight.
Yeah, the weather definitely changes the dynamics of this game. I mean, people from Oklahoma are used to it, but Coach Blair Gavin said earlier in the week he was happy that FC Tulsa was home this week, getting to start early in the week and get acclimated to the 100+ degree weather, something that Detroit City FC might not be super used to, but so far both teams have shown good energy and no signs of real fatigue yet, but it's definitely hot out there.
And of course, off the back of that storm we had, we'll come back to that, because here is Reese Williams bearing down on goal. Good tackle coming in from 2 defenders, Justin Malou and Rashid Tete, and the ball just spins nicely for Michael Nelson. But he's a dangerous customer, Reese Williams, on this left-hand side, wearing 2 for Detroit City.
He has. Williams has done a great job on that left side, creating opportunities just from an individual perspective to find some space, but FC Tulsa did a great job there to recover. Malou and Tete closing him down, making that difficult.
0-0 it remains. Carroll to the right-hand side. Ball kept in really well. Just played back behind everybody, and Blaine Ferry can bring it away from Blair Gavin's men, but he loses out to the aforementioned Reese Williams. Eric Bird, though, gets a tackle in, but it will be the second corner of the game for his side, Detroit City FC. And we have another Case and Associates corner. There's Eric Bird, who's working hard for the cause, the captain tonight. The corner will be taken by Maxi Rodriguez, the Uruguayan. Played for San Antonio FC. It's his 15th start tonight. It'll be an in-swinger with the right foot. Everybody back inside the 18-yard box for FC Tulsa. Here comes the corner, under the nose of the keeper, and in fact, Michael Nelson again just picks that one out of the evening sky and says, that 6-yard box is mine.
As it should be if you're a goalkeeper. Nelson made that look really easy. Rodriguez plays a good ball in, but just not far enough away from Nelson's reach.
Just before the flurry of activity, I was going to say, Anna, we hope everybody is okay after the storm that ripped through Tulsa, didn't it? Many trees that were fallen, power lost. We were without power for a good few days. We hope everybody is okay. th minute, 0-0 the score. This game brought to you by Williams. And we thank you again for your company here on News on 6, also on ESPN Plus. As the referee, Mr. Oliva, says that there was a foul by Justin Malou, and it gives LaRouche a chance to clip a ball into the box. There's Skarge Simonsen, the 6'3" Norwegian. He's probably had the best chance of the game, and he wins that free kick. Connor Rutz is over this one, so is Maxi Rodriguez. Rodriguez it is as Rutz runs away. Rodriguez clips it over the top. There's a good header away by Milo Yosef to clip that one away, and it will be another Case and Associates corner for LaRouche.
Yosef with a great play there. You see some really good energy from the FC Tulsa defense after that play, clapping, high-fiving, doing everything they can to stay disciplined defensively, not give up anything easy, but they'll have to keep that mindset here on another corner kick.
Williams, good ball into the box, header away by Rucci. Rucci again is under this one to head it away. Still the ball in and around the penalty area here. FC Tulsa having to defend. Reece Williams here with Blaine Ferry. Ferry's won that one. No foul, says the referee. Goodrum, clever header, back to Ferry. Ferry will return the favour. Here's Goodrum now. He's got Moses Dyer on the other side of the box. Goodrum still with the ball here. Clever back heel, Blaine Ferry. Square ball to Bird, and then Goodrum is offside. Goodrum's saying he wasn't offside, but a well-worked move by FC Tulsa. Philip Goodrum it is, arguing there with the assistant.
Yeah, really good piece of play from Goodrum, and what I like about that last sequence was the creativity from Goodrum, and that's what you want to see from FC Tulsa. That might be the difference maker here for them to finally get a goal in this first half. We'll get another look here at the replay. Additionally, Ferry, see Goodrum picking up his head, not seeing an option there, and allowing Ferry to get back involved in the play.
Here's the dangerous Reece Williams again, onto his right foot from the corner of the box, clips it into the box. There's a palm away, it's going to come to Fisher here, off the line by Tete. And a whole load of players go in, and Rutz is trying to kick at the ball, and the referee says it will be a free kick. Fisher with a great shot, and Tete stops the ball on the line between his legs, and the referee stops play. And it'll be interesting to see the replay here, Anna, but FC Tulsa survive.
FC Tulsa defending as a team right now. Detroit City FC with a couple of really good opportunities. Again, Nelson comes up, he's beaten between the legs, but Tete following up in behind off the goal line. Here's another look at it. Great strike from Fisher, down and the ball just sits right in front, allowing Nelson to come back and get it. And FC Tulsa, outstanding piece of defensive play there.
You probably could argue that one both ways, couldn't you? That Detroit City FC maybe could have had a free kick for the ball being stuck in between the legs of Tete, but Tete with good defending, and then I think it was a challenge from one of the Detroit strikers that maybe the referee just thought, I've got to blow the whistle here or we could have some problems. It remains 0-0. Tete outstanding defending from him. Here's Colin Fernandez in the midfield. In his second spell with a Tulsa franchise was here Colin Fernandez, back with the old Tulsa Roughnecks in 2017 while on loan from Chicago Fire. 7 years in the USL. Free kick to FC Tulsa. Referee wants a word with Milo Yosef. 83 United, the fans who always get behind their team.
Dave, record crowd tonight for FC Tulsa. Over 5,000 fans in this stadium. Great energy. A lot of families, you can see, as FC Tulsa fans have continued to support their team through and through, and hoping to see a win tonight at their home field.
Talking about support, what about the support that Detroit City FC get at Keyworth Stadium? One of the favourite stadiums. I was talking to Trevor James, the coach, and he said it's a real special atmosphere, and he likened it to a sort of a division, maybe League One or League Two side from England, where everybody's close to the field. I'd love to visit Keyworth Stadium one day. Great support they get. Goodrum flicks the ball on. Rodriguez in the midfield. Good turn from the Uruguayan. Gets a 1-2 going. McCabe has got some kind of a challenge in, and Tete said that did come off. Rodriguez, referee did not agree. Throw it from Amu Mensah. Scargate Simonson is tackled by Justin Malou. Be part of FC Tulsa history and order your 2023 Route 66 kit or Interstate kit today. Pick yours up at the FC Tulsa team shop or order yours online at fctulsa.com/shop. 33 minutes gone here at One Oak Field. Still the deadlock to be broken, but both goalkeepers have had to make saves. Rodriguez getting more into the game. Back to Carroll. Carroll to Matthew Lewis. Lewis, who played for Swope Park Rangers a few years ago now. Here's Amu Mensah. Amu Mensah was selected for the team of the week in week 11 for his part in the defence in the 1-0 home win versus San Antonio. Fisher down the line. Ben Morris. Rucci gets a tackle. Simonson is right there, clips the ball to the far post. Acrobatics off the line. Williams with the acrobatic overhead kick. Off the line again by FC Tulsa. Well, Detroit City FC are certainly knocking on the door here in this first half, Annabeth, but it remains 0-0.
An unbelievable piece of individual play from Williams. Great ball in. Simonson keeps the play alive. Looks like that might have been bouncing in or just wide, but either way, great effort. And FC Tulsa.
And here's Eric Bird at the other end. Steinwasser gets a touch on it. Referee points to the spot, does he? And he's going to book Steinwasser. I think he's got his card out. And FC Tulsa have a penalty. Eric Bird has gone down. And a chance from the spot is going to be Philip Goodrum. It all happened very, very quickly. Bird got there before Steinwasser. No complaints from the goalkeeper. And here's the replay with Anna Beffa.
And Bird again has done an outstanding job all game, getting isolated, making it difficult for Detroit City FC to defend, and ultimately it pays off here. Steinwasser has no choice but to come out, but Dave, I'm a bit surprised from a goalkeeper of his caliber. Eric Bird going away from goal and brings him down, earning the yellow card, and a penalty kick opportunity upcoming for Goodrum.
Philip Goodrum has scored from the spot, of course, for FC Tulsa in the defeat at Loudoun United. Has scored twice since joining the club. Goodrum then from 12 yards against Steinwasser comes up, hits it right-footed and scores! FC Tulsa take the lead in the 36th minute. It's Philip Goodrum, the marquee signing. It's FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 0.
Philip Goodrum's first goal in front of FC Tulsa's home fans, and he does it with poise. Eric Bird does a great job to earn the penalty kick, and Philip Goodrum finishes. FC Tulsa with the first goal of this game. Steinwasser is beaten, and FC Tulsa with some momentum now, and the home fans welcoming Goodrum home.
I mean, Goodrum is a proven goal scorer, Anna, but that is just really calm. Even though it's a penalty kick, you've got to put it away, and he just knew exactly what he was doing.
And Dave, there's a lot of pressure that comes with that. We talked about when Goodrum transferred in to FC Tulsa, scored on his debut away, but then things went a bit dry for FC Tulsa. They had some recent struggles, but Goodrum comes home very calm, collected, steps up, does exactly what he needs to do in that moment, and scores his third goal for FC Tulsa as we're heading close to finishing out this first half, and FC Tulsa up 1-0.
And just going back to the challenge from Steinwasser, to be fair, he is a true professional. He didn't complain. He knew he brought Eric Bird down. Eric Bird is a really true and honest professional as well. So it was no complaints at all. It was a straightforward penalty kick, which Goodrum dispatches. 1-0 to FC Tulsa, who've only won once at home this season. And now, with 7 and a little bit to go till half time, we'll want to keep things calm, because Detroit City FC have arguably had more chances on Michael Nelson's goal in this first half. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you here on News on 6 and also ESPN Plus. Thank you for joining us here tonight for FC Tulsa's home game. We will go to the Indy 11 next weekend before entertaining Miami FC, Heartland Athletic and RGV Toros in the month of July.
Dave, this is where these next 5 minutes for FC Tulsa are crucial mentally. Have to stay switched on, don't lose your runners, make sure you're strong defensively and not giving up any easy chances. Want to get into halftime without conceding a goal and give yourself an opportunity to reset, come out in the second half and continue to do what you do and create those chances and ultimately try to find that second goal. But Detroit City FC's had multiple opportunities in this game, outshot FC Tulsa 6-5, 2 of those on goal. So these next 5 minutes crucial for FC Tulsa.
Milo Yosef, has given away a free kick there, the man in frame. So his team under pressure now. Everybody again in and around that 18-yard box for FC Tulsa, who are playing in those all-black kit with the patina green numbers. Up against this man here, Maxi Rodriguez, who will be planting this one firmly in the FC Tulsa box. Is there an immediate reply from LaRouche? Referee blows his whistle. The line being held on the penalty spot. There's a ball headed back. Amon Mensah headed towards goal. A second chance and in. And it's the number 15, Matthew Lewis, who brings the game level. He had a header towards goal. It was cleared away, and he thumps the ball home. And he goes to celebrate with the coach Trevor James, and in the 40th minute it's FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 1.
Credit Detroit City FC with an immediate response after going down a goal. Great piece of play from Lewis, but the header back across from Amu Mensah, the strength to get that ball back across. Lewis stayed with it after an initial save Outstanding save from Nelson, but couldn't get back up, and with authority in the back of the net from Lewis, and we're tied in the dying embers of this first half.
Well, Lewis has had his injury problems, but he gets the goal on his comeback to bring us level at once. Now here's Bird trying to find Goodrum, thumped away by the goal scorer, brought down on his chest beautifully by Justin Malou. Back to Rashid Tete, who's missed the last 3 games through injury. Bit of space here for Blaine Ferry. Ferry will swing the ball out to the left-hand side to Moses Dyer. Dyer now onto his right foot, tries one low, blocked by Lewis. And it's a good game of football we're seeing, Anna, here with 41 minutes gone 1-1.
It is. It's been really good back and forth between both teams. Both teams with opportunities to score, and both teams have taken advantage of that. I think a tie is fair at this point. It's been a really fun, energetic first half between these two sides, and I'd imagine the second half will be no different.
Yeah, there is the goal scorer, 26-year-old Matthew Lewis. There's FC Tulsa's goal scorer on the night with the penalty kick, his second penalty, so he's 2 from 2 in an FC Tulsa shirt. Philip Goodrum. Goal kick from Steinwasher. Rucci's under this one to head it to Colin Fernandez. Fernandez gets it back to Josef. Josef wide on that left-hand side, having to work his way, but it's a free kick. Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa is your place for fun and entertainment after the match. Enjoy a world-class casino experience with high-stakes tables and over 1,600 electronic games. Just 4 miles from One Oak Field, Osage Casino Hotel, Tulsa. 2.5 minutes to go then till the break. And it is the away side, Detroit City FC, who've just equalled the game up in possession of the football here. Morris runs into McCabe. Colin Fernandez had a tidy game in the middle of the midfield, as has Ferry. Ferry to the willing Moses Dyer, but Anu Mensah's too strong there defensively. Good defending. Bird wanted to throw in, but it's gone Detroit's way. We say again, Anna, it's been, a good game of open football. Both goalkeepers have been busy in this first half.
It has. It's been high energy, a lot of shots taken on goal, back and forth. We've had some really good spells of possession from both teams, and then some really good pieces of individual play as well and defending. It's been a fun match, but both teams proven that they can create goal-scoring opportunities. Just it's going to be the difference maker of who can come out. If we see no other goals here in this first half, just who can get that next goal. As we mentioned earlier in the show, Dave, both teams still fighting for that top 8 playoff spot, so a lot left to play for, and you can tell both teams with a really good energy trying to get those 3 points.
Yeah, at the start of this one, Detroit were 11th. FC Tulsa were 11th and Detroit 9th. That was the 11th goal that Detroit City FC have scored this season. FC Tulsa's 18th goal. Dominic Gasso in the midfield. Mensah driving run from him. Brings in Reece Williams. Williams to the byline. Clips a great ball into the box, but Michael Nelson takes that when he's handled the ball really well. And I wanted to go back to the goal that Matthew Lewis scored. There was an outstanding save again from Nelson, wasn't there? He just couldn't get up and get the follow-up shot.
It was, again, we've been fortunate. We've gotten used to seeing him make those outstanding saves look easy, but unfortunately in that position it was quick right back to Lewis, and Lewis did a great job to make sure that that ball with authority was put in the back of the net and not giving Nelson a chance to save it.
Just 1 minute of added time in this great game of football we're seeing in the USL Championship as Goodrum runs on to another ball through. Blaine Ferry, who's had a good game in the midfield for me, to Eric Bird, who's had a good game on the right-hand side. Needs a little bit of help, finds it in the shape here of Justin Malou, the 24-year-old Senegalese man. Tommy McKay, Colin Fernandez. Neat football from him, up to Goodrin. Goodrin holds on to the ball, will strike one, hits the defender Stephen Carroll. Malou does just enough there to get the ball away from Connor Rutz. That's a good ball here to Eric Bird. Can he clip the ball back? He certainly can, but in the way was Devon Amumensa, who is a quality defender, and the referee brings the first half proceedings to an end, and it's been an action-packed first half.
I think you described it perfectly. Both teams with multiple opportunities to score, and each able to put one in the back of the net, and credit Detroit City FC after going down 1-0 with almost an immediate response from Lewis. Both teams with an opportunity here to go in to halftime, reset, and come out very hot, hydrate, and hopefully come out with the same energy and intensity that both of these teams had in the first half.
And, you know, if you're a neutral watching this one, you just want more of the same in the second half, right?
Absolutely, and we talked about what both teams are here to play for. Playoff spots still there to be taken. Detroit City FC hasn't lost in a few matches, and they want to keep that going. And then from an FC Tulsa perspective, they've had a couple of tough spells these last few games. 3 defeats recently, want to come back at home and get some points in front of their One Oak Field fans.
Really quickly, Anna, what does Blair Gavin say to his men in the locker room right now?
I think they've done a great job. They've seen a lot of really good things, good possession, creating chances, but we knew this coming into the game that FC Tulsa, they didn't have a problem with creating chances. They had an issue with scoring them. So Philip Goodrum did a great job getting that first goal, kind of opening the floodgates, building confidence. So I really think it's continue to do what you're doing. Eric Bird, you see them talking, he's found some space on that right side, try to exploit it, but the goals will continue to come. Just have to be thoughtful and intentional in front of goal and finish them off.
Eric Bird there in chatting to Blair Gavin, the captain and the coach respectively, as they go down the tunnel there to the locker room. It's been a really good first half. We've got lots coming up in the Williams halftime show. We'll take you to break now with the score. FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 1.
Rib Crib's been smoking the good stuff over 20 years, serving up mouth-watering barbecue, talking about slow-smoked classics like Rib Crib's famous ribs. Yeah. Hungry yet? Rib Crib.
Hey! Thanks for coming out again. I mean, we really appreciate you guys supporting us this year. And I mean, nice ride.
Absolutely. We're always happy to partner with you guys.
If you like this ride, you should come by Ferguson Kia and check out some of our inventory.
Let me make you a deal. So if you guys score on Keegan from half field, Ferguson Kia will give free FC Tulsa tickets to all of our new customers.
You're on.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer is home of Southern Fried and Fire Roasted Chicken. Enjoy scratch-made tenders, flavor-packed chicken wings, and house-made sauces, mac and cheese, collard greens, hand-cut french fries, and our signature cheddar cheese biscuit. Finish off your meal with our homemade banana pudding. Watch all your favorite sports at our full-service bar while sipping on ice-cold beer or any of our craft cocktails. Drive-through, dine-in, or order online. Needing to feed a large group? Spice it up with Waldo's Catering. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, the best homemade fried chicken in Tulsa.
Come see us!
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. You've probably noticed the construction going on around us, so now is the perfect time to take advantage of our remote options in both sales and service. From a fully online buying experience, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service, where we'll bring the loaner to you, and of course, our mobile service van. So let us at Bill Knight Ford come see you and visit us online at BillKnightFord.com, home of the Knight Advantage.
SeatGeek presents the High Five Strangers Guide. SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets, so fans can fan.
2 goals in the space of 4 first half minutes gives us a half-time score of FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 1. You're watching the Williams half-time show. Now, FC Tulsa unveiled its 2023 third kit on Tuesday morning, the Indigenous Peoples kit, which the club will debut during its next home match on July the 12th for Indigenous Peoples Night. The jersey was designed by owner of and designer for Wayo Mepe Designs, Jessica Moore Harjo, PhD, as a way to intertwine Indigenous art, sport and community. The Indigenous Peoples kit prominently boasts a striking scissor-tail pattern, the state bird of Oklahoma, and primary feature of SC Tulsa's crest, brought to life by the bold patina black and gold that constitute the club's colour palette. Let's have a look.
Are you ready? Ready for more of the game you love? Ready for more players and more teams? Ready for more stadiums, for more fans in more cities? This is a different league. The USL Super League. Built for the future of women's soccer. Bridging the journey from youth to pro, connected to the global game, and bringing it all closer to home. Are you ready?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Tiger. At Tulsa Tech, we're committed to helping every student find success in the workplace. Today, companies right here in our area are looking for someone just like you. Turn your love of cars into a career, or take to the skies and let your earnings soar in aviation. Hands-on training from instructors with the know-how and have worked in the industry. If engines aren't your thing, we can train you to design, create, or fix just about anything. Why wait to start your new career? Make your own path today at Tulsa Tech.
Welcome back into One Oak Field, the beautiful shot of downtown Tulsa, the Williams halftime show. With halftime here, FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 1. Lots of games that have been played and will be played this weekend. Anna Bethel, let's have a look at the standings. And we can see that at the beginning of tonight, FC Tulsa, as we've mentioned, were in 11th. Detroit City FC in 9th. They've actually just gone up a place if the result stood at 1-1, of course.
Right, and you'll see at the bottom of the table right now, that second half, not a lot of points separating those teams. So there's still a lot of room for movement as we continue to enter into the second half of the season. One win can really change the landscape of this game. As you mentioned, Dave, with a tie, Detroit City FC would move into a good position in that top 8 spot, as you see there at the bottom of your screen. Those top 8 teams will make the playoffs. Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC currently sitting atop the Eastern Conference standings at 30 points. FC Tulsa had an impressive win earlier in the season against Lou City FC, who's currently in 5th. But Dave, a lot of fun games ahead, and as we mentioned earlier, still the hopes of playoffs very much alive for these two teams playing tonight.
And the out-of-town scoreboard, there's only one match that has taken place so far tonight, and I can tell you, there it is. Charleston Battery 3, Loudoun United FC 0. Charleston Battery will go top of the league tonight. Clark was sent off for Loudoun just before half-time, and to look forward to, we've got San Antonio against Birmingham Legion, Sacramento Republic against RGV, Pittsburgh Riverhounds against Lou City, and of course Phoenix Rising against Memphis 901 FC, who are flying high at the moment. That's the week 17 matchups. Let's talk now about some news and notes. And 6 teams have undefeated streaks of at least 5 games. El Paso and Memphis are 12 games unbeaten, while Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay Rowdies are 9 games unbeaten. Congratulations to all of those. And what about this? 14 current USL players are at the Gold Cup representing 12 different nations. 12 players a USL Championship, 2 a USL League One. For FC Tulsa, of course, Jorge Corrales called up by Cuba and was slated for 3 matches in Group D play. Cuba dropped its first match this week to Guatemala 1-0, but still has Guadeloupe and Canada remaining. Fantastic for FC Tulsa, but also, Annabeth, for a quick comment from you. What about that internationally? The USL Championship is getting stronger and stronger each season, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's really fun to see some of the youth continuing to blossom in this league, and then some really big signings getting to go overseas. But a quick note off this screen, but Detroit City FC announced on Friday a historic moment for their club with the signing of a local academy product, Dominic Gasso, his first professional product, and just another young player, a really long contract for them, committing to 4.5 years. So that just tells you teams are investing in this league, investing in their players, and as we've seen in this first half, it's been an exciting matchup and some really quality soccer to look forward to.
And what about, talking of youngsters, Memphis 901 FC's Calvin Harrison made club history last Wednesday night as he made his debut for the club, aged 15 years, 149 days old. Makes me feel very, very old, this. Becoming the youngest player to appear for 901 FC in its history. Harrison came on as a second half substitute and his 15th all-time among the youngest players to appear in the USL Championship's regular season. Of course, FC Tulsa's Nathan Worth was previously the second youngest to appear in the league this season at age 16 years, 87 days, until Calvin took the spot. Worth now ranks as the 3rd youngest. Congratulations to him. They seem to get younger and younger, but the quality gets better and better. That was your news and notes. We've got one more break. We'll come back and we'll have a look at the action from the first half. Half-time here in the Williams Halftime Show. FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 1.
SeatGeek presents Boomstick Lady. SeatGeek helps her find the perfect seat so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Oh, okay. SeatGeek handles the tickets so fans can fan.
Summertime is back at Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, and we have the perfect getaway for you. Cool off in our spacious freeform pool, grab your favorite drink and chill at the poolside bar, or relax and unwind in a cozy private cabana. Just steps away are tempting restaurants, live entertainment, and a world-class casino gaming experience. At Osage Casino Hotel Tulsa, your place to stay and relax.
When I come home, it's like I feel like I'm in my dream home. I've been doing a little research on HELOCs, and I went to Oklahoma Central Credit Union. They were wonderful. We've added pretty much a new addition to our house. We didn't even have to pay the closing costs. They paid it for us. So I've been with Oklahoma Central for quite a while. I'm not going anywhere else.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm an engineer here at Williams. I think what has kept Williams thriving for over 100 years since the Williams brothers first founded the company is our constant innovation. We recently started a partnership with Microsoft so we can have the latest and greatest collaboration technology. We are starting up solar farm projects and thinking of ways that we could incorporate hydrogen into our pipelines. This allows us to partner renewable energy with clean burning natural gas right here, right now.
If you had to pause your favorite show because your spouse fell asleep, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Today's match is brought to you by Williams. We make clean energy happen. By Bank of Oklahoma, we go above so you can go beyond. By Osage Casino Hotel, your place to play. And by Tulsa Spine and Rehab, a team of specialists in one place, delivering lasting pain relief. Well, Anna Beffer alongside me. Let's get into the first half highlights. You can take us through this segment.
A really thrilling first half between these two teams. Detroit City FC with a couple of really good opportunities early on in this first half. This one missed over. Great chance. Rucci's pressure applied just enough to knock him off the ball, and then Nelson again continuing to make some excellent saves. Goal line save there from FC Tulsa as they really defended well as a team, Dave, in this first half, throwing bodies in front of the goal. Tete there with a goal line save, and FC Tulsa did well defensively. And then on the other end, this was the first moment. Eric Bird has found himself isolated all night, did a great job forcing goalkeeper Steinwasser to come out and make a play, and unfortunate for him, ended up as a penalty kick. And then Detroit City FC, Dave, within 4 minutes, able to equalize off of an outstanding goal from Lewis. And as this second half gets underway, tied 1-1, and both teams very much itching for that next goal.
We had a false start there to the second half, but we're underway now, playing in white shirts. So Detroit City FC. Ball goes into the box and Michael Nelson takes that one. So FC Tulsa playing in all black from right to left on your screens. In this intriguingly poised game, it's 1-1. Philip Goodrin's penalty, as we've just seen, equalled up by defender Matt Lewis's goal, giving us the 1-1 half-time score. That's a good spin and turn. Ball into the box is over everybody. It's going to come all the way through to Milo Yosef. To Colin Fernandez. Hurried clearance to Yosef. Back from Gasso. Shot saved from Nelson. Left hand palms it away, and a good start from the away side, and Nelson had to be at his best. It's going to be another Case and Associates corner here for LaRouche. Often teams get caught out, Anna, just after the break. You've got to be awake, and it's a good start from Detroit here.
Yeah, really important to say, switched on in these first 5 minutes, and FC Tulsa having to be disciplined here, stay on your runners.
Eric Berg got a header in there. There's a bit of pinball going on in the box. In the end, it's away. We've got a defender down. It might be Tommy McCabe there who's down. And so there'll be a slight stoppage in play.
And Dave, as we have a stoppage, we'll get a quick look at the first 2 goals in the first half. We talked about Steinwasser leading to a penalty kick and Goodrum stepping up calm and composed for FC Tulsa to get that first goal, but then so important to stay mentally switched on. FC Tulsa unfortunately giving up a free kick, and then Lewis doing the rest for Detroit City FC within 4 minutes. Great header back across from Amu Mensah, and Detroit City FC finding an equalizer very quickly.
Do you know, that's ones that your defenders will talk about all week in training, when look, that's the way to finish the ball there. Matt Lewis with a high-flying volley into the net, and he'll love telling his teammates, reminding him of that goal. But good for him. Like I said, back from injury, comes on, had the header saved by Michael Nelson, but thundered the shot home. 1-1. Intriguingly poised game. Tete, good skill from him, finds Goodrin. Goodrin lays it off here to Moses Dyer. Steinwasser clears up into the Knights to Skarge Simonson. Laid that one off really well. Morris does well to get it out wide to O'Neill Fisher. Fisher again gets it back from Rodriguez. Gasso. Good play from Detroit City FC here. Tete has to tidy up at the back for FC Tulsa. Be a throw-in for FC Tulsa. Thank you again for joining us here on this Friday night here at One Oak Field on News on 6. We're glad to have your company here locally for those fans tuning in, and also on ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you as FC Tulsa look to try and win their third game of the season, their second at home. Building well here. Milo Yosef clips the ball to the far post. Amu Mensah heads it away. Bird's there to try and win that one, but Reece Williams bumps him off and wins the ball fairly. Morris holds it up. Now it's loose for Colin Fernandez. Moses Dyer gets a touch. Fernandez again. Sweeps the ball out here to Milo Yosef. Yosef, can he get it onto his right foot? Into the box. It's away by the goal scorer Lewis, who felt that one in his right ankle. Yosef still with the ball. Wins a corner, I was going to say, but it did come off him for the last touch. It's going to be a goal kick, and it remains 1-1. Crowd have stayed with it here at One Oak Field. As I said in the first half, just one win, 3 draws and 3 losses, but they always get behind their team. Nate Steinwasser and his team have only conceded 11 goals, including tonight. There are the fans. Here's Amu Mensah. Trying to split the defence, cut out well by Malou. Moses Dyrus found it tough up there. Rodriguez, good 1-2. Rodriguez gets it again, wide on that left-hand side. No foul, says the referee. Here's Moses Dyer, who's worked so hard, but he tries to find Goodrum, but he's overhit that one. Moses Dyer has found the net twice this season, and he's making his 17th appearance. Works hard up there with Goodrum. Marcus Epps on the bench tonight, Anna. You would expect probably at some stage that FC Tulsa fans will see Marcus Epps.
I'd imagine so, and Epps brings a lot of intensity to the wing. He's so good 1v1, can whip in a really dangerous ball, but just hasn't had the success he would like in front of goal. But I'd imagine he'll come in at some point in this game just to bring a different look from an FC Tulsa perspective.
Milo Yosef, yeah, very useful player. Marcus Epps. Blaine Ferry to Eric Bird, who won the penalty for FC Tulsa in the 36th minute. Milo Yosef again, just losing control of the ball there, and in steps the impressive Neil Fisher, having to retreat from his right wing-back role. Goodrum. Yosef, grade 20. Finds McCabe, the former Detroit City FC player. Ball over the top, looking for Goodrum. He puts his thumb up to Blaine Ferry. It's a good idea, but just out of the reach of Goodrum, who works so hard, and he's one of those players that will chase what seems like a lost cause. He works so hard for the team, doesn't he?
He does. He definitely doesn't lack effort, even when he's not getting touches on the ball. But Detroit City FC did a great job there on that last sequence to stay really compact as FC Tulsa, with their head up, trying to find that next pass, but just found it very difficult to break through. Opted for that ball up over the top and ran out on the goal line.
As we said, it's a very warm night here. ran out of field. That's going to be a throw in to Detroit City FC. Moses Dyer will get a needless yellow card there. He just threw the ball away. Moses Dyer's fourth yellow card of the season. As the world demands low-cost, low-carbon energy, Williams will be there with the best transport, storage and delivery solutions. Williams, we make clean energy happen. And you'll just see Moses Dyer throw the ball away there. A man born in New Zealand. Scored the equalising goal in the 2-2 home draw with El Paso. And also the equaliser against Sacramento Republic in the 1-1 draw here at One Oak Field. Would love another goal tonight. Hamu Mensah. Throw into FC Tulsa. Crowd quiet but expectant here. Happy now that Marlo Yosef is in the right place to take the throw-in. McCabe laying the ball off. Again, Dyer did well. Goodwin goes down. Goodwin wanted to take the free kick. He's bumped by Gasso, I think it was. He gets a yellow card there. Goodwin wanted to go quickly. And I think FC Tulsa, as the home side, will want to keep the momentum going here, Anna, and try to get this next goal quickly. And Goodrum, I think, is what he was trying to do there, was to do exactly that, wasn't it?
Right, there's a sense of urgency from FC Tulsa to continue going forward, trying to play offensively and not resort back to just trying to not concede. You've seen them try to get the ball going forward, but there have been moments where those forwards have been isolated, so it's really important from an FC Tulsa standpoint. Get numbers up quickly to give yourself an opportunity for an option in FC Tulsa, playing lively, trying to get things going in the attacking third.
56th minute, 1-1. McCabe just laying the ball off to Blaine Ferry. Ferry now switching the ball to the left-hand side. Brilliantly brought down by Milo Yosef. Runs into a little bit of trouble, still with the ball here. Gets it to Blaine Ferry. Ferry to Bird. Bird to Ferry, who continued wide on the right. Here's Moses Dyer wearing 77. Ferry again. FC Tulsa patient here, having to go back. Tommy McCabe trying to knit things together in the midfield. Gudrun's having to come off that back line. He goes down under pressure from Stephen Carroll, who will get a yellow card for his trouble there. It's one of those where the defender's tight to the attacker. Stephen Carroll pleading his innocence there. Both players having a little smile and a bit of a hug there, but the referee's been on top of things and has not been slow to produce the card when it's needed to be produced. The captain goes into the book. Here's McKay. Justin Malou. Bird was a little bit late on the challenge there, but away come Le Rouge. Down the left-hand side. Two players wait inside the box. It's over both of them. And a good tackle in the end, coming in from Colin Fernandez, who's worked hard in the midfield. It's a real ebb and flow to this game. Anna, you'd be a brave person to predict the outcome of this one. It's delicately poised at 1-1, isn't it?
It is, and I'd imagine there's more goals to come. Both teams have continued to create chances. As Detroit City FC trying to do just that here, but credit the FC Tulsa defense as they're able to almost play out of it as the ball goes just over the line.
Yeah, Milo Yosef there just running out of field, and he gets a yellow card for needlessly kicking the ball away. That's his 5th yellow card of the season, and it's frustrating for coaches, I would imagine, isn't it, when players pick up yellow cards like that, Anna?
I mean, definitely, it's unnecessary. Those are the moments where you have to keep your head, stay composed, and be smart, because there's times we've seen where fouls have been given up that have led to goals, or you might, you know, your captain giving up a yellow card, then you have to be a bit more careful. You can't go into those tackles as hard as you might have gone into before, and you're playing on edge. So it changes things when you're carrying a yellow card, and a few players tonight carrying that, and still a lot of time left to be played. So it definitely changes things from both ends.
Emma Mensah now deep in the FC Tulsa half. Goes back to Stephen Carroll. Now Maxi Rodriguez. Wide to the Jamaican O'Neill Fisher. Gasso with the low ball in. Back to Fisher. FC Tulsa again defending their box pretty well. Blaine Ferry's in a bit of a corner here. Ball spins away and it's going to go for a goal kick. O'Neill Fisher, the 31-year-old Jamaican there in his shot, played for DC United and LA Galaxy in the MLS. He's also played 20 times for his country and actually did score in the last World Cup qualifying against Honduras. Unfortunately, his team did not make the World Cup. Good player. Wide on the right-hand side for the Rouge tonight. Eric Bird hits the ball into his own player, Moses Dyer. We talk about Le Rouge, of course, the nickname for Detroit. You played for another French colour, my schoolboy French coming in here. Rouge, of course, meaning red. You played for the Yellows, Jaune, didn't you?
Jaune. I'm not even going to pretend like I know French, but I learned the colors early. My club team was Les Jaunes in Strasbourg.
Did you ever get a Jaune card from the referee?
I did nothing to really be proud of. I probably should have been a bit more aggressive. I don't know if that's good to say.
The Rouge coming into town here, scoring their 11th goal, and we're going to see the first substitute of the night, and it is the aforementioned Marcus Epps, who comes in for Blaine Ferry. And Anna, assessing that one, Epps is, shall we say, a more attacking player than Blaine Ferry, so it's possibly slightly more attacking from the man in shot there, Blair Gavin.
Yeah, tactical decision to bring Marcus Epps on. Blaine Ferry, great player, but definitely an all-around player, more defensive than Marcus Epps, so bringing Epps on brings another element to this game. He's so good 1v1, has the ability to really whip in dangerous balls, and maybe combine with Goodrum more, get Goodrum more involved, and all of those attacking players going forward more in unison and get numbers around the ball.
And he teams up again with Milo Yosef really on that left-hand side. As we look down, Epps has gone to the left of the three. Simonson coming forward, he got clipped, and it's going to be a free kick, says Mr. Oliva, the referee. And it's central and around about 25 yards out. Because FC Tulsa did, if you remember, Anna, conceded a middle goal, wasn't it, in a 3-0 defeat from around about this distance against Orange County in the last game. So I'm sure Michael Nelson will be thinking about that right now as he lines up the wall. Maxi Rodriguez. Connor Rutt's there with him wearing 11. Three-man wall. Up comes Rodriguez, low, and this time Nelson goes down and smothers that one. And like we said in the first half, goalkeepers have to do things like that just really well, and he got everything behind him.
Right, have to do the routine saves. He's done pretty well this evening. Detroit City FC with 12 shots on the evening so far, 6 of those on goal compared to FC Tulsa's 8 shots, with 3 of those on goal. Nelson obviously got beat earlier against Lewis, but other than that, made some really great saves, had a good routine match, stayed strong defensively for FC Tulsa as Detroit City FC will throw this ball in on the near side, try to get things going on their end offensively.
The USL Championship stats are putting Detroit City at just over 52%, FC Tulsa at 48% of possession. So both teams sharing that one pretty well. Milo Joseph trying to bring in Eric Bird. Bird's got to work here. He's got no one in support at the moment. Finds Colin Fernandez, who plays a 1-2 with him, but back goes Rhys Williams, and Eric Bird just nudging Williams in the back there. Who's to have battled hard all night. Down the FC Tulsa right, the Detroit left. We'll just see the little nudge here, right in front of an assistant referee. You don't get away with that, Anna, do you?
No, Eric Bird just got beat there, unfortunately, and a bit of frustration, and assistant referee easy call on that far side.
Steinwasher, the goalkeeper, then hits the ball into the FC Tulsa half. Bird is back there to hook the ball away. Goodrum's underneath this, but towering header from Lewis. Ball falls nicely into the path of Milo Joseph. Joseph, who was born in Aachen, Germany. Signed for FC Tulsa this season. Here's Fisher up against Epps. Epps on as a second half substitute. Dominic Gasso, the 19-year-old in the central midfield there. Throw in to LaRouche. 1-1 the score, 65th minute. Thanks again for your company here on News on 6 and also ESPN Plus. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you, watching this intriguing USL Championship game. As the ball comes in from the left-hand side from the away side. Detroit City FC playing in their white shirts if you're just joining this broadcast. A team that FC Tulsa have never lost to. Did beat them here 3-1 last year. Now driving run here from Moses Dyer. Slipping the ball here to Goodrum's offside. Comes in off the post, but the flag had already gone up. Goodrum cannot believe it. Let's just say it was a tight call. It was a tight call, Anna, but I think just live there, I think it was the right call.
Assistant referee having to make a split decision there, a game-changing decision. Dyer did so well to cut inside and the overlapping run from Goodrum, but that goal disallowed as Detroit City FC with a few substitutions and a familiar face for FC Tulsa fans comes onto the pitch. Yeah,
there he is, Dario Suarez, wearing the same number, 92, that he wore at FC Tulsa. Made 90 appearances, 67 starts for FC Tulsa, and he transferred to Detroit City FC along with Brett Levis, who still waits in the wings. Tommy McCabe coming the other way. Goodrum down the right-hand side, brings in Colin Fernandez, keeps it in, back to his captain, Eric Bird, into the feet of Moses Dyer. Fernandez again. A really big 32 minutes for FC Tulsa in the context of their season. Remember, they lost their last 3 games. They dearly love to win this one here tonight. Here's Eric Bird inside the box. Bird has just been pushed over. The referee will go with a goal kick. Eric Bird's working hard down that right-hand side, but I think that's good quality defending here, Anna Beffer.
FC Tulsa fans not liking that call and didn't like this call. Tough to see from that angle, but it looked like there might have been a Detroit City FC defender on that far side that pushed him offside. This is that last play. Eric Bird trying to get around the corner. Strong defending there, but referee deems fair. And Steinwasher puts the ball back in play off of a goal kick.
Yep, 1-1 it remains. Next Saturday, LaRouche will go to New Mexico United before back home against Loudoun United. Busy July for both of these teams as they strive for that top 8, of course. Top 8 who make the playoffs. 11th FC Tulsa against 9th Detroit City FC. Suarez gets his first touch. Good play down the left-hand side. Low ball into the box and away by Tommy McCabe. Amu Mensah gets there ahead of Philip Gudrun. Chip over the top goal throw all the way through to Michael Nelson. The substitutes for Trevor James's men, Yazid Matthews came on, the South African, and also Dario Suarez, as we talked about. Simonson left the field along with Ben Morris. Here's Marcus Epps, the only Blair Gavin substitution so far on the night. Rucci, who's had a quiet second half. Epps. Rashid Tete missed the last 3 games through injury. Justin Malou, patience from FC Tulsa here as they knock the ball around that back 3, and Tommy McKay making a 4. Milo Yosef infield here to Gudrun. Gudrun runs into a little bit of trouble but manages to find Rucci. Rucci back to Gudrun, who's working hard trying to find pockets of space. Gudrun now could strike one. By his own standards will want that back, but again I say his work rate is phenomenal. Sometimes up there on his own, isn't he, Anna?
He is, and Dave, the last few attacks from FC Tulsa, I've really liked the choice to cut inside and drive centrally. They've had moments throughout this game where they've tried to go around the corner or tried to play balls in off of the wing, and Dyer, which led to the goal that was disallowed, but he cut inside, had a great opportunity. Similar there, Goodrum cuts inside, has a good look at goal. He doesn't connect with it the way he'd like to, but FC Tulsa with some success as of late, trying to find some space more centrally down the field.
Coming up to the 70-minute mark, 20 minutes left in this one. 1-1, still delicately poised as FC Tulsa come forward with their captain, Eric Bird. Moses Dyer gets shut down by the hard-working Reese Williams. Bird holding off the defender, tries to slip the ball into Moses Dyer. Dominic Gasso. Dario Suarez just laying the ball off well there. Looking for Yazid Matthews. FC Tulsa want the throw in, but it's gone the way of the away side. Fisher gets it back from Suarez. Suarez turns away. Trademark move from him. Matthews again involved. There's good play from Detroit City FC, but in the end FC Tulsa just about defend it okay, and up it goes to Moses Dyer. Gudrun with a little push there on Carroll. Gudrun can see the funny side of it. Him and Carroll have played against each other a few times. Good battle, that one. This Blair Gavin just having a word with the 4th official, Brandon Query, just saying it was just a little hand in the back. Good crowd in tonight. Everybody stayed with it. Lots of families on those grassy banks here at One Oak Field, laying the blankets down. Lots of liquid refreshment needed on this warm night. As Lewis plays the ball out wide to the left-hand side to Devon Amu-Mensah. Stolen away by FC Tulsa, up to Gudrun here. In steps Carroll as that battle continues. Lewis with a hurried clearance. There's a header by Eric Bird. And the referee said that Eric Bird was climbing. And Anna Beffa, this is a really good position for Le Rouge.
It is. They've had a few opportunities like this in similar areas. Eric Bird over the back, referee rightfully calls the foul, and Detroit City FC with a good opportunity here.
Just level with the right-hand edge of the 18-yard box here. Connor Rutz has the responsibility, just stretching the hamstrings a little bit there. There's Michael Nelson. Rutz will wait over the ball. 3-man wall. The line pushed to nearly the 18-yard line. And just like that, Detroit City FC, with Stephen Carroll, the captain, go into the lead. And in the 74th minute, it's FC Tulsa 1, Detroit City FC 2. And everybody in One Oak Field is slightly stunned, Anna Beffa, with that one.
Yeah, Detroit City FC with a great free kick and execution there. Rutz played a really dangerous ball in. Those are the types of set pieces that you want, making your goalkeeper Nelson having to wonder, should I come out, should I stay? Great back post run, and Carroll, good technique, watches it all the way in. Looks like there might have been a bit of confusion there, and nonetheless, goal in Detroit City FC, doubling their lead here in the 75th minute.
Yeah, I think even Stephen Carroll there had a quick look round to see whether he might have been offside. It all happened very quickly and strangely and very quietly here at One Oak Field, but the Rouge have the lead and FC Tulsa have to come from behind. Great strong challenge there from Philip Gudrun, none more determined than him. Moses Dyer runs into a little bit of trouble, still comes out with the ball. Amu Mensah gets a tackle in. Rutz wins it back for his team. Eric Bird in with a strong tackle there. Moses Dyer still with the ball, surrounded by white shirts. Intricate play from FC Tulsa, all just a little bit too close, and in the end Colin Fernandez pushing over Dominic Gasso. In fact, it's gone as a handball. The youngster there, Dominic Gasso, comes up and he handled it. Colin Fernandez has won the free kick for FC Tulsa in a very good position if you're an FC Tulsa fan, Anna.
This is an opportunity for FC Tulsa for a quick response. Going down 2-1. Great chance here off the free kick in a good position, but have to get a good ball in. Yosef stands over it. We know he's capable of excellent delivery. Bird on the back post to clean anything up.
7 FC Tulsa players inside the 18-yard box. Milo Yosef it is with the ball into the box. Good header away from the man who gave away the free kick, and that's Dominic Gasso. He just headed that one away, and it's going to be an FC Tulsa throw-in. Marcus Epps with it now. Slight urgency from FC Tulsa.
Get a quick look here at the free kick. Excellent defensive header from Gasso, correcting that initial mistake to give away the free kick, and FC Tulsa is still with the ball in the attacking third, trying to find an opening.
Is Marcus Epps. Moses Dyer just about keeps control of the football, having fallen ball over the top. Gudrun's in there, good catch from Nate Steinwasher. Great run from Gudrun. Nearly a tremendous ball in behind the defence. Nate Steinwasher, the calmest man at One Oak Field. Well, 2 of the back 3, Stephen Carroll and Matthew Lewis, have scored the goals for the Rouge. They want more. Maxi Rodriguez here, Dario Suarez, Rutz, O'Neill Fisher. Rutz again continued his run down the right-hand side. They're trying to play a little bit of keep ball here. Marcus Epps, though, trying to win it back for FC Tulsa. Ball just about staying in on the white line there. Matthews, the second half substitute, and that one goes all the way through to Michael Nelson. Fans, head to the FC Tulsa app to vote for tonight's man of the match. You can download the FC Tulsa app on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Voting closes at the final whistle. Philip Gudrun holding the ball up, brings in Milo Yosef. Now Marcus Epps. Epps going on a run here into the box. It's going to come here off the defender to Gudrun. again off the defender and away by Lewis. Anywhere will do. McCabe brings in Milo Joseph again, wide on the left-hand side, goes towards the edge of the 18-yard box. Good play from Joseph, still with the ball here, round 3, but he couldn't get round Rutz, but he wins it back, and then it's going to end up being a throw-in to LaRouge, as FC Tulsa will be making a double substitution. Colin Fernandez is going to come off and Christopher Pearson will come on. And also Justin Malou is going to come off and Said Haji is coming on. So Anna, certainly Blair Gavin's gone very, very attacking here because Haji is a forward and Christopher Pearson, midfield player, maybe a like for like with Colin Fernandez.
Right, it's been a hard-fought game between these two. Michael Bryant also comes on for Detroit City FC for Dominic Gasso. It's been an exciting game, a high-paced game between these two teams, so I'm not surprised to see some late substitutions here, bring on fresh legs, some new life as Detroit City FC trying to contain FC Tulsa and hold on to this win, as FC Tulsa obviously trying to push forward, take some risks, bring on attacking players and see if they can execute in front of goal.
Michael Bryant straight into the action there, wearing 12. Winston out of his goal. Bird has to work hard to keep that one in. Just over 10 minutes here for FC Tulsa to get back on level terms. We're used to late drama here at One Oak Field, if you know FC Tulsa. Rucci. Good ball here to Haji. Haji round 1. Haji! Oh, it could have been a wonderful introduction. He slices his shot wide into the crowd. But what an introduction that is from Said Haji.
Really good individual effort. He immediately brings on the energy that FC Tulsa needs. Rucci does a good job of picking him out. I think he's a bit surprised he has that space, but a great job as he drives right into it, but not able to get the angle of his body right, falling away from the goal, opens up his hips, and that ball goes up and wide. But FC Tulsa definitely not lacking opportunities in front of goal. They've created chances. They've had some really good individual efforts, but it's going to take something special here in these last 10 minutes or so for them to find an equalizer.
You just feel Blair Gavin's pretty much done everything he can. I mean, if you look at the front three of Moses Dyer, Philip Gudrun and Said Haji, plus you've got Marcus Epps, Milo Joseph, I mean 5 very attacking players. I know Milo Joseph has just had to go more defensive now, but he'll still be trying to get up that wing. It's a very attacking lineup from Blair Gavin now.
It is, and it's important for those players to really try to work together. We all know that they're very talented from an individual standpoint, but important for them to support each other, create those opportunities, and it's going to take a special moment from FC Tulsa.
It could come right now with Moses Dyer. Gudrun pulls away. Gudrun's in there! Gudrun with a header! Gudrun with the goal! Tulsa 2, Detroit City FC 2.
Absolute bedlam here at One Oak Field, and Goodrum does it for FC Tulsa late in the game. An amazing pass from Moses Dyer. Gets his head up, understands the run from Goodrum, just floats it in, allows Goodrum to go up and get it. Powerful header right past Steinwasser. Unbelievable play from Goodrum. You can see the excitement absolutely electrifying from FC Tulsa as they find the late equalizer. Just about 8 minutes to go in regulation and game on between these two sides.
And that is why Philip Gudrun was the marquee signing for FC Tulsa this season. He scores calmly from the spot in the first half, and a powerful header, beautifully found by Moses Dyer will get the assist. It's 2-2, it's game on. And now both teams going for the win, of course. Moses Dyer, Christopher Pearson, one step over from Pearson. Gudrun, of course, on a hat-trick now. Eric Bird, decent ball needed from Bird, low into the box, away by Amu Mensah, and Rhys Williams completes the clearance. But it's all FC Tulsa now as they push for what would be only their third win of the season and only their second home win. Can they do it in the last 7 minutes? As we said, they've got a very, very attacking lineup. Said Hadji, Tommy McCabe, Tete, who's worked hard since coming back from injury. Tete again on halfway. Now Rucci. Tete again bringing the ball forward. Here's Gudrun. Runs into a little bit of trouble, Philip Gudrun. And the ball is away for a throw into FC Tulsa. Tulsa Remote has welcomed over 2,000 members to Tulsa and will pay you to work from your new home. Apply now, you're going to love it here. Well, the crowd are really behind FC Tulsa now, and they have a new hero in Philip Gudrun, who scored twice on the night and would love to complete his night with a hat-trick. Here's Milo Josip trying to find him now to the far post. It's over Eric Bird, and it's going to be a goal kick. Milo Josip holds his hands up there. He knows that he overhit that one. What an assist though for Gudrun, who just made that run in behind the defence. Beautiful run, beautifully met with his head, Anna.
It was, and a great job by him to stay on side as well. And Dyer on that right side gets his head up, sees Gudrun making that run, times it just right, floats it in, and allows Gudrun to go up and get it. As FC Tulsa trying to keep the scoreline the way it is.
Good twist and turn from former FC Tulsa man there, Dario Suarez. Maxi Rodriguez with an outrageous dummy there. And there's a ball played through. Out comes Michael Nelson. Dives on the ball. And we've got 5 minutes of this game left. And you just, at the moment, don't want it to end, do you? I hope you're enjoying this one here on News on 6 and also ESPN Plus. Thank you for joining us here for this wonderful USL Championship game. Dave Saunders and Anna Beffer with you in the commentary box here. Is there going to be a winner for either side? As Eric Bird takes a throw in. And the referee says that there will be, I think, another substitution from Le Rouge. Players sat down there. It might be Connor Rutz there who's just gone down. Being asked to move. Yeah, it is the number 11. He will get a drink, so will Stephen Carroll. And we're going to see the introduction of Richard Ballard. Rutz is just holding his left hamstring there.
Dave will get a quick look here at that equalizer from Gudrun. Again, Dyer floats that ball in, and again, Gudrun with authority. You see Steinwasser hesitate there, wondering if he should go or stay. And in a split second, Gudrun makes the decision for him. An electrifying header completely ignites FC Tulsa's home fans as they try to ultimately find the game winner here at One Oak Field.
Said Hadji just ran into a little bit of trouble, but that man Gudrun wins it back again. He went between two. Christopher Pearson gets in there, back to Bird. Substitute Richard Ballard winning that one, winning the free kick. And also Brett Levi's came onto the field, the Canadian, wearing 17. He'll be playing on the left in place of Rhys Williams. Levi's, of course, who made 8 appearances for FC Tulsa this season. Part of the deal which saw Dario Suarez and him go to Detroit. Tommy McCabe coming back to FC Tulsa, of course. There's Carroll, the 29-year-old, who scored the second goal for Le Rouge and quietened One Oak Field. Philip Goodrum's goal brought everybody back to life. Rucci volleys the ball away. There is Goodrum with Carroll. Carroll comes out with that one. Still with the ball here. Suarez lays it off, tries to get a 1-2. And now Marcus Epps has a little bit of space to run into down the FC Tulsa left. Finds Moses Dyer. Dyer's worked really hard tonight. Epps again. Goodrum turns, back heel, Epps! Oh, what a goal from FC Tulsa! He was beautifully fouled by Philip Goodrum, who could do no wrong. And Marcus Epps gets his 4th goal of the season. With just 2 minutes left, FC Tulsa come from behind as FC Tulsa 3, Detroit City FC 2.
FC Tulsa fans coming alive here at One Oak Field. What an unbelievable piece of play from those two. The creativity, following through, the combination play, outstanding. Marcus Epps, the initial ball in, and Philip Goodrum, the awareness, the creativity, and the skill, sees the run on the inside, and a clinical finish from Marcus Epps on the far post, low and away. Nothing Steinwasser can do. All FC Tulsa. And what could be the game-winning goal, Marcus Epps.
You have to go back to the 25th of March, the last time that FC Tulsa scored 3 goals. They now lead this one by 3 goals to 2. They'll be desperate now for the points as Tete volleys the ball away. What an assist from Philip Goodrum.
And this could be the turning point for FC Tulsa late in this season, but have to stay switched on defensively. Don't give up anything easy. It's so important after you score a goal.
Yeah, they're not done yet, Le Rouge. They come forward with Levi's. Back to Devon Amu-Mensah. It's tense around One Oak Field now. You could just sense FC Tulsa fans just want the final whistle pretty much. We're playing 4 minutes of injury time, and there's a throw-in for Detroit City FC. The fans want the ball at the other end of the field at the moment. There's a strong challenge coming in. Just left a Detroit player on the floor now. Moses Dyer with a little bit of space down the right-hand side. Dyer going on a run inside the box here. Dyer gets a little clip. Oh, nearly gets it in. Steinwasser nearly made a mess of that on his near post. Just for a moment he would have looked behind him, praying that the ball wasn't over the line. Brilliant play from Moses Dyer.
Great individual effort. He cuts inside. That's the right touch to cut off the defender, create some space for yourself, and he almost squeaks that in on the near post. But back the other way, Detroit City FC trying to find a late equalizer.
Levi's has got underneath that one, and that will go harmlessly away. And there are now 2.5 minutes left at the end of this game. And we're going to see a defender come on now. Adam Armour is going to come on for FC Tulsa. And I think it might be Moses Dyer. Moses Dyer, a candidate for the man of the match in my opinion. Nobody has worked harder than him. Adam Armour will come on a little bit more defensive now for the last 2 minutes.
It's all about game management here these last couple of minutes for FC Tulsa. Be smart in your passes, take care of the ball. Don't give Detroit City FC any opportunities, no errant mistakes. Close the game out, give yourself an opportunity to get the 3 points at home and change the trajectory of your season here.
This is the first time that Detroit City FC have conceded more than 1 goal. They did for a long while. They did lose at Tampa Bay Rowdies by 5 goals to 1. But since then, they've only conceded 2 goals before tonight. So FC Tulsa doing something that not many have done to Detroit. There's Trevor James hoping for another opportunity for his side. But it is a free kick to FC Tulsa, and they play it down the right to Said Haji. I think Blair Gavin, Anna, you know, obviously the results haven't gone for him. He's kept very, very calm. There he is, but he's made some brilliant substitutions tonight.
He has, and he's done a lot of really good things for FC Tulsa, and even though the results haven't really been indicative of the quality of players that they have, there have been moments where he mentioned he sees the identity of the team that he wants, the possession, the energy, and tonight FC Tulsa has had an outstanding game, and you've seen that, and a key piece of that has been taking advantage of the moments in front of goal, and they've done that 3 times tonight, coming back after the equalizer, then ultimately what could be the game-winning goal, and Blair Gavin has to be pleased with the effort from FC Tulsa tonight here at One Oak Field.
Just a few seconds remaining as FC Tulsa look to have a W next to a game for only the 3rd time this season, only the 2nd time at One Oak Field, and they have done it tonight. They were 2-1 down, and they won this one by 3-2. And Sportingly Gudrun and Carroll hug each other. They've had a battle all night. Anna Beffa, what a game of football. This is why we love the game of football.
A 5-goal thriller between these two teams, a hard-fought battle, some really quality moments from either side throughout this game, back and forth, the energy, the effort from both teams, and ultimately FC Tulsa able to get it done at home. Have to be pleased with the 3 points. And Blair Gavin talked about leading up to this game, they had a rest, they had time to reset, come back to the drawing board and see what they needed to do to tweak. They have all the pieces, but it was so important for them to find a way to put them together, and Dave, they've finally done just that here at home in front of their home fans. Hopefully it sets them up for success these next few games heading into the back half of this season.
Yeah, if you're an FC Tulsa fan, you are so pleased for Blair Gavin, because as I said, it's been a struggle at times. He's had to contend with defenders being out. They've all worked hard. None worked harder than Eric Bird. Everybody to a man working for the cause. There's Brett Levi's, of course, who played 8 times for FC Tulsa, talking to the FC Tulsa coach, Blair Gavin. Congratulations to him. Please do not go away. We've got so much to wrap up. We're going to show you the highlights of the game. 5 goals to talk about. It's finished here as we go to break. FC Tulsa 3, Detroit City FC 2.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Hi, I'm Bill Knight for Bill Knight Ford. You've probably noticed the construction going on around us, so now is the perfect time to take advantage of our remote options in both sales and service. From a fully online buying experience, including signing all of your documents online, to our pickup and delivery option and service, where we'll bring the loaner to you. And of course, our mobile service van. So let us at Bill Knight Ford come see you and visit us online at BillKnightFord.com, home of the Knight Advantage.
Cryotherapy is great for athletes. It's great for muscle recovery, reduces aches and pains that they're having, help those muscles recover quicker from those intense workouts that they're going through.
These guys, they're banged up, they're working hard, they're dealing with injuries. I feel blessed that these guys are able to come in the office and, take advantage of our multiple service lines here at Tulsa's Fighting Rehab.
Rib Crib's been smoking the good stuff over 20 years, serving up mouth-watering barbecue, talking about slow-smoked classics like Rib Crib's famous ribs. Yeah. Hungry yet? Rib Crib.
Well, welcome back into One Oak Field. We have just seen a wonderful game of football. It finished FC Tulsa 3, Detroit City FC 2, and FC Tulsa had to do it the hard way. Anna Beffa, who's been alongside me, Dave Saunders, all night, they just would not give it up with the FC Tulsa.
An unbelievable performance through and through from both teams, really, but FC Tulsa able to edge this one out. Just true grit from the home team, a complete team victory. And Dave, 5 goals to look back on. So many great moments throughout this game, back and forth between the two teams. And it started really with some chances from Detroit City FC and then ultimately led to a PK. And we'll get a look here shortly at those. But Dave, really important moment for Blair Gavin and his team at home, get the 3 points in front of an electrifying crowd. Hopeful this will propel them forward.
Yeah, let's have a look at the highlights tonight, Anna. And as you can see, Eric Bird brought down in the first half.
And he'd had multiple moments like that, which I think is key, because Steinwasser was thinking about that, thinking about Bird out wide, and then draws the foul, and none other than Goodrum comes in, keeps a calm, composed effort, and able to finish that off. And then immediately, within 4 minutes, back the other way, Detroit City FC Lewis, a great header back across the face of goal from Amu Mensah, and Lewis, with authority, finishes that one to find the equalizer. But Dave, things were just getting started here from this matchup. Detroit City FC again off of a free kick, a great play over the top, and that back post run from the defender, Carroll. Great technique there, just follows it all the way in with the instep all the way around. And then Goodrum, who's had such an outstanding game, just a tireless worker, executes off of an assist from Dyer. That's almost just completely clinical and perfect. Dyer gets his head up, chips that ball, allows Goodrum to go up and get it. Steinwasser is stunned, and Goodrum able to make a difference here for FC Tulsa. And the creativity from these two, the combination play, Marcus Epps, the late substitution, thoughtful from Blair Gavin, and Marcus Epps brings it home for FC Tulsa. Low and away, what else could you ask for if you're an FC Tulsa fan? And what just an unbelievable performance, full 90 minutes from this team. They have to be so proud.
They are so proud, and we're going to see them in a minute celebrating with the fans. Let's have a look at the stats of the night. We know there were 5 goals, but look at that, 14 shots to 15 shots. I mean, it was just a great game of football, and you have to feel a little bit sorry for Detroit FC because they've come into town tonight and they've really taken it to FC Tulsa.
They have, and this was one of those games where it was there to be taken. Both teams could have gotten away with this one. Stats pretty even, and it's all about who's efficient in front of goal. And tonight, FC Tulsa was that team. 3 goals and 14 shots. They were very efficient, and I think it says a lot about this team. They've come back from behind, continued to fight. Goodrum brought the energy. Epps finished it. But Dave, so many players on FC Tulsa had an outstanding game. Full team performance all the way from Nelson to the forwards, and Blair Gavin finally is able to put the pieces together for FC Tulsa.
And of course, it means nothing unless you can go on and keep the momentum going as we look at the upcoming schedule, Anna, and we'll see it just doesn't get any easier. There's no easy game, as we know, in the USL Championship, and they'll have to do it all again at the Indy 11 next Saturday.
Right, and as we alluded, at the halftime show, the bottom half of the Eastern Conference, the margin of error is very thin, and 3 points can propel you very quickly. So really important for FC Tulsa to go away at Indy 11, get some points on the road, and then they have 3 games at home. Come back to One Oak Field, continue the momentum that they have tonight, then they'll go away at Tampa Bay Rowdies. And you're exactly right, Dave. No game is easy, very important. We talked in the pregame show jokingly, is this a must-win game for FC Tulsa? Too early to tell, but you start inching into these games. Super important for FC Tulsa to be very thoughtful about these games, get as many points as they can. And Blair Gavin said earlier this week, treat every game as a must-win game. And it starts with this one, and they've done that, and hopeful to go on the road and continue their success.
Anna, we said at the beginning of the show, this was a must-win game for FC Tulsa. They've gone and won it, but as we say, and take about Michael Nelson, by the way, had another great game tonight. As we said before, and we'll say it again, it means a lot to them to get this win, but they have to try to get a bit of a run going together now.
Well, and Dave, I have to say this, we've said this before, FC Tulsa, as soon as they signed Philip Goodrum at Lou City FC, an electrifying win on the road. but then they go a bit dry for a while, and you have to carry that momentum. You're exactly right. They have another opportunity here to build on it. Important to put some consecutive wins together, some consecutive points, whether on the road, at home. Now they have an opportunity to do that. Players are starting to get healthy again. They're building confidence. What a run they could really make, still with an opportunity to make the playoffs. And Marcus Ebbs, as you get a look there, with the game winner tonight, helping propel FC Tulsa forward.
Yeah, Philip Goodwin's not bad on the drum either, is he? There, he's enjoying that with the fans. Of course, it's tradition here that the drum is given to pretty much the man of the match. I think it'd be very hard to go past Philip Goodwin, but you know, everybody has worked hard for the cause tonight. We thank you so much for tuning in here on News on 6. We thank you to all of our wonderful team who've provided the pictures and the sounds and the drama. We thank you, Annabeth, for being alongside me tonight for this one. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll do it all again soon here at One Oak Field, but it's finished with a 5-goal thriller with FC Tulsa coming out on top. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. It's finished. FC Tulsa 3, Detroit City FC 2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.